Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. I got a new microphone, so if you notice that, cool. Yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. Izuku Midoriya. Everyone already knew that the two of you were in a relationship. Izuku's puppy dog eyes for you had given away his affections long before you two became a couple. Though he was still the same easily flustered teenage boy he always was, even though he was growing more comfortable with everything, which is what led the two of you to cuddling on the couches in the dorms one night after classes and hero training. You were snuggled up next to him, while he had one arm around you and was showing you videos of All Might in his glory days on his phone with the other. He hadn't even noticed you had fallen asleep at first. When he did notice, he smiled. "Listener," he whispered, placing a small kiss on your forehead as his cheeks heated and blushed pink. He took a few moments to cherish this sweet moment before he was interrupted by Tsuyu and Ochako entering the room. "Look, it's Midoriya and Listener," Tsuyu croaked. "Wow, Deku, you two look so cute together," Ochako grinned. Izuku's entire face lit up like a wildfire. He even dropped his phone and covered his face in embarrassment. Thanks, guys," he managed to stammer out. He had calculated the probability of someone walking in and seeing the two of you like that, though the chances seemed low at first. Although it appeared luck was not entirely on his side. He was way too awkward to suggest the two of you do something like this in one of your own rooms, though. "I didn't expect you to be so forward, Midoriya," Tsuyu giggled. "Yeah, you could barely even talk to Listener when you first liked them. Now you're already cuddling with them out here?" Ochako cheered for him. She supported the two of you throughout your entire relationship, despite having previous feelings for Izuku. Their comments made him even more awkward and embarrassed. His eyes darted around the room, looking at anything but them. Well, you see," he stammered out, not knowing what to say or do in a situation like this. All of his moving around and the conversation around you caused you to stir from your slumber. You mumbled, opening your eyes. "Oh, hey guys," you said, as if the situation didn't faze you at all. Izuku admired how calm you always seemed to be, as if nothing in the world could faze you, and it was all taken one step at a time. Even something like this, where he felt as though his face was on fire with embarrassment. He made a mental note to make sure the two of you wouldn't be interrupted next time this situation occurred. Shoto Todoroki. He was not the public affectionate type at all, having been raised to become the #1 hero and nothing else. Without love or any affection growing up, he wasn't used to showing or expressing his true feelings. It had taken him months to figure out you liked him, and that he liked you as well, even though everybody else could see it clear as day. You hadn't been feeling well all day, though he made you soup from a can, checked your temperature throughout the day to see if you were getting better or worse, and put a blanket over you when you decided to lay down on the couch. There wasn't anything else he knew how to do besides worry about you. He eventually came up with the idea to have you rest against him, on the side where he was naturally very warm, to see if that would help you feel better. "I'm sorry you have to take care of me," you sniffed. "I don't mind," he told you. You snuggled up closer to him, moving one of your legs over his and wrapping your arms around him. "You're very warm, Shoto," you mumbled, eyes already beginning to close. "Only one side," he began, but then stopped when he noticed you had fallen asleep, which caused him to sigh in relief. It wasn't though he was uncomfortable cuddling with you like this. You were sick and he wanted to be there for you, but the two of you were in the common area of the dorms, and he didn't know if anyone would be coming in at any point. He relaxed more into your hold as time passed, and it seemed as though no one would be joining the two of you. He even put both of his arms around you, and pulled the blanket up further, until a few of your classmates came barging in, loudly discussing something without noticing the two of you. Shoto watched as they went towards the kitchen, but continued to glance down at you, worried about the noise waking you up. When it doesn't seem like they would be leaving anytime soon, He slowly moves out of your hold and stands, gently lifting you up in his arms as he makes the decision to take it to your room. "I'm sorry, listener. I hope this doesn't wake you," he whispers as he walks quietly to your room. Shoto tucks you into bed and makes sure you have water and tissues around for when you wake up. "You look so peaceful when you sleep," he says, brushing some hair out of your face. He wrestles with himself, unsure of whether he should leave or if he should stay in case you wake up and need help. He eventually decides that since you wanted to be with him when you were awake, he should stay until you want him to leave. He slowly crawls under the blankets with you and moves your arm back over him, pushing past his awkwardness and inexperience with intimacy to comfort you in a time of need, and he definitely ended up getting sick because of it. Katsuki Bakugou. He's usually not the type to openly show his relationship to others, but this time was an exception. You had fallen asleep on his chest while the two of you were laying on the couch in the dorms. He hadn't thought of anything at first, just pulling out his phone and playing some games until you woke up. Until his friends came along, bounding into the common room. "Way to go, Bakugou. Look at you all cuddled up with listener," Denki smirked, plopping down onto the adjacent couch. Katsuki scoffed and glared at Denki before turning his attention to the rest of the trio, Sero and Mina. "Got any other remarks to make, or are you gonna mind your own damn business?" He would never admit it, but he was slightly awkward about the whole thing. He loved you and all, but he just wasn't ready to show you so much public affection, even if it was only in front of his friends. The trio didn't leave. They spoke quieter after Katsuki threatened them a few times if they ended up waking you up. "You know, listener would definitely like it more if you started showing your feelings for them in public," Mina chimed in after some silence had lulled over the group. Katsuki didn't say anything, but he acknowledged what Mina was saying. He hadn't really considered how you felt about the whole thing, whether you were happy with his level of public intimacy or if you wanted more. Maybe it was a sign he should be more open about his feelings. Had you purposely fallen asleep on him to cause this slight change in his behavior? He would never know, and he would never admit it even if he asked. He was silent for a little while after that. But slowly he set his phone down and wrapped an arm around you. Even small efforts counted. "So, do any of you extras?" He began a conversation with his friends. Right there while you slept on him and he had his arm around you, while Denki, Sero, and Mina sat around the two of you and chatted as if this was a common occurrence. You would have to make a point to thank Mina for her comment later on. After all, she was in on it, of course. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think of the new microphone down in the comments. I know I said I wouldn't do another multiple character acts listener, but I liked this one and I got permission from the author, and I was also really excited to use the new microphone. Yeah, anyways, music link, fanfic link, Discord link, and thumbnail art link are all in the description. Go check those out. I hope to see you in the next one, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever. Goodbye!